Hello, greatness. You are welcome and tuned into Heirs of God TV, perfecting saints to become like Christ. Stay tuned for another inspiring episode from your host. And now, let's welcome Dr. Vincent Oppong.
Hello, greatness. I believe you are doing fabulous. Lesson number 44. My goodness. I can't believe we are done already with this book. But again, I'm excited for the next book because there are a lot of nuggets that has to be shared, all by this same author. I'm going to be reading another book from him, so keep an ear and I'll share it with you. I've mentioned a few of his books. I have quite a number of his books here, so we will choose one and we will work through it. So again, welcome to lesson number 44, God, the only life. I want to tell you how real, how true it is that nothing exists outside of God. And I can best help you by the description of an experience of my own. Life both here and there is a constant unfoldment, always fresh, a continual revelation. I have already told you of my entrance into the spiritual world, and now may I speak of one of my steps into a greater fullness of God, into life more abundant. I had learned many things. The spiritual faculties were quickened, and I was always learning that our special need is to have greater capacities for God, to do as Paul says continually, to yield ourselves unto God. It was most wonderful to discover that my thought instantly produced an outer environment. In fact, my thought came into being at once. For instance, I desire quiet for meditation. I am instantly in a grove and all its stillness, inviting repose. I think music, and at once I hear sublimest strains, ravishing and melodious. I am satisfied. The music gently ceases. Truly, eye hath not seen nor ear heard all that awaits us when we are in God. My goodness. I desire to help, and I am sent to people who are climbing up, and oh, the joy of helping them to their own discovery and unfoldment. This is my longing desire for you as well. Be ye holy, healthy, for I am holy. I am healthy, says God. Happiness and health are all good, and all good is God. There is no secret in initiation, no mystery in God. You only need the heart of the child to enter the kingdom. It is true in a beautiful sense that there is nothing hidden which shall not be revealed. For all things are open and they are yours. You are not always able to understand because you are not sufficiently evolved. But never forget that all is yours, for ye are God's. Even this exquisite joy around me, even the knowledge that my thought made me, my goodness, did not seem enough, and I longed intensely for God above all else until I realized that nothing but the infinite could satisfy me. This thought This desire was not answered in the usual way, but one of the shining ones who go in and out among us stood beside me and said, "Are you ready for the cleansing waters?" Your prayer is heard. At the same time, the spirit within repeated the familiar words, "Ye shall surely find me." Yes, yes, I said, all for God. And I fell on my knees in an attitude of prayer. Then began the cleansing by the waters from the river of God. From within there arose a cleansing stream that made me aware of its workings in my heart. My limitations must go. I, who thought I possessed relatives and friends and homes, must learn that God must enlarge my heart with greater love, more friendships. For there are no limitations where God is, no claiming of personalities, for all is God. The waters were bitter, but you must do this for the great gain. Your ideas and thoughts are not God's thoughts, nor are your ways God's ways. It is true, and it will be your eternal good to know this now. For everything that seemed peculiarly my own was simply swept away until I was nothing, and longing only for God. The angels speak again with great love and tenderness. Thou shalt know thyself by this test. Art thou content to be nothing and know nothing with great fathering? My goodness. I answered, yes. The reply came, no God, and thou shalt be. I think there is a long time of quiet. I seemed to become conscious of fresh surroundings. I seemed in the center of the world, in a place of strength. I was conscious of the heart of love, far above my understanding, for the rest and comfort of a great strength. And yet I suppose the best description for you is that I seemed in the atmosphere of God, knowing nothing but God, wanting nothing but good. And yet aware that it would take me aeons to understand, to know and to grow in this heavenly consciousness. Soon I saw our earth. I saw the blindness of men. Though dwelling in this wondrous love, they were content to live in shadowy, in pain. Oh my Lord, I must go to them. I exclaimed, I must tell them. I thought the voice of the Spirit speak within me. I am God, and beside me there is none else. Amen, 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 amen. I answered, to dwell consciously in God is to in-breath and out-breath harmony and love. I am without limits. I reveal in freedom. I cannot stink sin, sickness, or death except to remove them. My goodness, they have become to me less than vapor. God is all in all, and no one can be outside God. Even your very stones and rocks are interpenetrated by the God life. Awake, thou that sleepest, arise from the dead. Christ is the light of the world. Oh, for 1,000 voices to proclaim the truth that nothing is but God. Arise out of your falsehood and your shadowy consciousness and mount into the consciousness of love and of truth. For truly he maketh my feet like hinds' feet. I know that in me the Christ has ascended to his Father. Henceforth, the Father and I are one. In me, the Trinity of the three and one. In me, the Trinity of the three are one, and yet they are three. Spirit is substance. Nothing can be real except God. But joy of joys, as I met relatives, friends, and dear ones, I knew how more than ever they were mine, beyond thought of loss or separation all I had lost was the fear of losing. My goodness, God's thought is the only reality. The world is God's thought. You are yet to learn that all realities are in God's thought, for you are to express them. Arise, dear heart, and take your place with us, that you may know God only just where you are. For love never faileth. Begin now. This is the true way to bring in light and love, conquering death by the sacrifice of the body of saints, to arise in newness of life. I will come again, and I have told you of this experience only to help you. I would not have done so unless you were able to apprehend it. It will be meaningless to the seekers of wonders and signs, for you must let self utterly melt away in order that Christ may come to his own. Lord, come. Maranatha. Lord, come and have mercy on us. Feliz avad sisavilas kepai. God is the only life. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Some of these goes into my bones. My God. I can feel it. Messiah. My goodness. And that was lesson number 44. There is nothing much to say. Please listen to this one twice, 3 times, please. I'll see you in the last lesson number 45. He gave himself. My goodness. Have a blessed day, and with love and peace.
You've been listening to Heirs of God TV, perfecting saints to become like Christ. Thanks for tuning in, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on becoming all you were born to be.